We're here in Bryanston, Johannesburg at Fire It Up, the official importer of MV Agusta into South Africa. And thanks to them, they gave us the opportunity to review and share this beautiful limited edition motorcycle in front of me here. And we're actually surrounded by some exquisite machines such as the Dragster limited edition Pirelli, the Super Veloce Sierra Oro, as well as the Reparto Corso, just to name a few. But before we get into that, a couple of episodes ago, we shared with you the life story of the motorcycle company and the company MV Agusta. Starting right at the beginning as an aviation company, with the advent of World War II and the Versailles Peace Treaty, they weren't allowed to build anything aircraft related. So they diverted their energies into building motorcycles. Now, if you have aviation engineers designing and building motorcycles, you have a dominant force. So they ended up winning 37 titles with massive names such as Giacomo Agostini, John Surtees, Mike Hellwood, just to name a few. And then with the sale of the company in 1976 came the demise and closing down of the motorcycle division of MV Agusta. And then in the late 90s, the Castelloni family, with money derived from producing rivets on denims, they bought the company and resurrected the brand with the now iconic MV Agusta F4. Over the past 2.5 decades, MV Agusta has evolved into a company that is known for motorcycle art or else boutique motorcycles. And with the advent of Pirelli becoming the sole supplier of tires and rubber to MV Agusta, the synergy of the two companies, two Italian giants coming together, Pirelli known as cutting edge technology when it comes to tires, passion, performance, speed, racing, and MV Agusta cutting edge technology when it comes to motorcycles, they decided to celebrate that with a limited edition of a MV Agusta Dragster 800RR Pirelli design. Now it's produced in two different color schemes. This, the more aggressive gritty matte black with yellow accents, produced in a limited edition of only 200 units, and then the more subtle, classy white with blue accents, again produced in only limited edition of 200 units. Now, having a look at this bike in more detail, one of the most striking features about it would be the single-sided swing arm with the 3 tailpipes coming out the side. This was first seen with the MV Agusta F3, which was originally launched at a 675cc and later the 800cc. This being that 800cc motor, and what's unique to it is that it's counter-rotating, which eliminates the inertia, which gives you better handling. You can throw it into corners much quicker. And also, MV Agusta managed to not lose any horsepower and at the same time conforming to the latest Euro emissions. They still produce 140 horsepower. That gives you nearly 1 horsepower per kilogram, the bike being just over 160 kilograms. Also producing close on 100 Newton meter torque, which is perfect and ideal for a naked street fighter bike. Torque is available from as low as 3,000 RPM. Really great fun, brings out the kid in you. The bike is also specced with loads of electronics, from front and rear ABS, 4-rider modes, 8-stage traction control, fully adjustable with all this switchgear on the handlebars, neat electronic display telling you all the info you need. Having a look at the design features and design cues on this bike, it is the facelifted version of the Dragster, and also being the RR version is the highest spec as such. You will see the facelifted version has the open cutout under the seat. It has the bass mouth brake light at the rear, the shorter, more aggressive, wider tank, the facelifted bikini fairing, as well as the facelifted headlight. Now, design cues such as highlighting the trellis frame in yellow, the very high-end aluminium billet machined, anodized in black parts, components, the heat-resistant ceramic coating on the exhaust pipe, making it blend into the background, the very neatly tucked away rear foot pegs under the seat, the Kineo spoked front and rear wheels, top of the range, the double yellow stitching on the seat, the Pirelli design embroidery in the seat. And what's really nice and unique about this bike is that Pirelli brought their own spin onto this bike. Being the tire producer, they also manufactured a neat little rubber tank protector, also here on the bikini fairing, and that is made out of a resistant rubber, scratch resistant, also resistant to atmospheric things such as oil spills, petrol spills. And you will see the very unique pigtail design and the tread pattern of the Pirelli Diablo tires. That is repeated in the stitching on the seat, on this tank protector, and on that rubber guard in front. You then also have your limited number plate on the front, this bike being number 143 of 200 produced. I hope you enjoyed this review of another handmade Italian motorcycle piece of art. And remember to click like and subscribe and follow us to see more on the MV Agusta series.